Oh. Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Yeshwant again. I know recently I've done a lot of like edited videos, really cool edited videos, which you guys should check out at the top right. However, I think this time for this video, I wanted to take it a bit more chill, do a little bit more commentary over some gameplay I had the other day. For some reason, the gameplay didn't pick up my mic audio, which I guess works out for this type of video because I can just kind of talk over it and just kind of chill. Also, please bear with me because this is kind of my first commentary and I'll just be making it up as I go. If you like what you see in the channel and the videos, drop a like down below and please share it with your friends and just let me know how you feel in the comments below. Thank you. So to introduce myself, I'm 22, my name is Yeshwant, and I graduated college a year ago back in May 2020, and I'm currently working a job. My plan is to release a video every week for now because just due to time constraints and working a job, that's all I can kind of do for now. Eventually I do want to increase this frequency, so please make sure to hit that notification button and stay subscribed. I've always wanted to, growing up, I've always wanted to release some sort of content ever since I was a kid. This is just something like a dream of mine. I've always wanted to do it for a long time, whether that be streaming or even just YouTube. And, growing up, I didn't have the equipment for it. I didn't have the capture card. I didn't have or even just a good computer, right, to capture this stuff. So as a kid, I could never do it, but I was so jealous because I had all these cool friends who had all this stuff, tons of friends who had all this stuff, so they created their own channels, they had all their gameplay and they were posting it on there, so I was just as jealous as I possibly could be. And now, I'm 22, I have a job, I can afford to pay for buying some of this stuff, and I have the computer, I have, all this software, I have this cool stuff, so now I can do it. I know I'm a little late in the game, but I'm happy that I can start it right now. One thing I've tried to do recently is streaming on Twitch, which you can find me at twitch.tv/YashiTheFreshie. I say tried because I realized that streaming is something that's been pretty tough with my schedule. I hope to put more time into it in the future once I get some more time, stream more consistently, but for now I think I enjoy doing YouTube more for now, because the editing process is just so fun. It's a little tedious, but it's so fun because I have all the creative process. I can really do whatever the hell I want. I can make anything as cool as I want. I can make somebody look terrible. I can make myself look really good. Also, like with the videos that I'm going to be uploading, I want to upload everything, good and bad, and have more of like a IRL type of vibe in the video where I play and have my live reactions so you guys can see my reactions. Trust me, you'll get plenty of the funny edits like I did in the previous video, but I think this way you'll get a more genuine picture of me because you'll see what I'm going through. If I die, I die. If I win, I win. And you'll see all the reactions that I'm going through. And I wanted to do it this way because I think it's safe to say that the montage days of YouTube are over. I remember at one point, that was the only way to get anybody's attention on any of these, Call of Duty games. Any competitive game really was those montage things. And now all you have to do is just drop Warzone videos where you drop 20 plus kills every day, but my controller can only handle so much sweat. Okay, but that's a little bit of that. Let me give you a little background about myself. I've always been kind of a FPS/shooter guy growing up. I played a lot of Call of Duty and Battlefield growing up, but I have played my fair share of RPGs and sandbox games such as Assassin's Creed, Skyrim, Dark Souls, GTA, and even sports games like FIFA and 2K. A good memory of mine is I remember the first FaZe Clan tryout that I ever had. I'd spend a majority of my time doing stuff like that, just messing around with my friends, playing MW2, Black Ops, MW3, and subsequent COD titles. That's all it was. It was in my childhood because when I went to college in 2016, I kind of took a break. I wanted to spend more time on my education, put a little bit more focus there, so I missed out on a lot of gaming news. Of course, I'd still pay attention to the big popular stuff, the big AAA games, but my attention to non-AAA games and news it definitely dipped down a bit. Now that I play so much more after having graduated and I have more time, I notice just how much gaming has truly changed. It's crazy to think that in all the games I just listed, we'd be so happy back in the day to see 720p 30 frames per second, but because 1080p was revolutionary next gen tech and stuff. But now everybody loses their freaking minds if their $4,000 PCs dip below 100 frames per second. Granted, I mean, I can't say anything because I switched over to PC back in March from Xbox after my Xbox was on life support. So I mean, I'd freak out too if I have terrible performance, but that's mainly because some of the games I play have terrible optimization. But like I said, that's another story. It's crazy to look at it now because everybody's rig, whether that's a PC or a next-gen console, they're so spec'd out and they can run all these crazy games with these crazy graphics requirements and processing, And it, you know, the thing is, like, they truly do make these games look super beautiful. I mean, are the GPUs slaving away to give that performance? Sure, but we don't need to talk about that. But the bad thing is that, like, it causes these devs and these game developers to create these massive games, like truly massive games, like hard drive level space. For example, right now, if you wanted to install Black Ops Cold War or Modern Warfare and Warzone at the same time, which plenty of people do, you'd need like roughly 200 gigs of free space. That's literally the size of like a hard drive, literally the size of a hard drive. People definitely do that. Warzone shifted the state of Call of Duty so much that people do exactly that. But games didn't always used to be this big. We used to think that like a 50 gigabyte game was massive. Now, just pure updates for these games are 20 gigs plus. Now, before you say, oh, well, with advanced tech comes a gradual increase in game size, not necessarily. It wasn't exactly a gradual increase in game size. I think after 2016, when the 1000 series NVIDIA cards came out, bam! Game devs suddenly started dropping all these fat games like COD games, Final Fantasy 15, Red Dead Redemption 2, which were all over 100 gigs, just all of a sudden. Before, they'd be like, you know, at release, they'd be maximum 50 gigs, and we thought that was a big game. They went from being, you know, 30 to 50 games at launch to over 100 gigs. Like, people just didn't have the space for this. I remember it was a big issue. In retrospect, it does make sense why. Now that people had systems that could handle higher graphical processing needs, game developers could release these games. Xbox and PlayStation were cranking out their newest versions of their consoles. And I mean, it's only going to get worse and worse and larger with this new generation of NVIDIA 3000 series cards, AMD's 6000 chips, the next gen consoles, which have like at this point, a terabyte minimum is like just basic. SSD, like basic. But at the end of the day, you know, we can't exactly do anything about this. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's funny to look at the state of gamers right now because there's kind of like a lull in the air because no one really knows what to play right now. You know, Warzone has more cheaters than a high school math exam. Call of Duty games are more glitched than the Matrix. I'll bet that your favorite streamer right now jumped over to Apex Legends a couple weeks ago. And I mean, look, all power to them, man. You know, I mean, they're probably jumping over to a great game like Apex Legends. Splitgate, for example, has been popping off right off as of late. And I do think it looks really cool. I mean, I checked it out, and I'm just hoping it doesn't lose too much hype after the beta ends, because I mean, people are playing that game right now like it's the full release, putting all their time trying to rank up to diamond and stuff. I just hope that it's all for nothing once the full game comes out and the performance just isn't there, because it's the same thing that happened with Black Ops Cold War beta. Like, everybody went nuts and stuff, and then at launch, you know, it just wasn't what people wanted. The movement wasn't there, and it's just like skill-based matchmaking, but that's a completely just separate topic. And I just hope it doesn't happen to Splitgate, because this could truly be a good way to bring multiplayer back, true multiplayer back. So, I mean, to further talk about like what's going on right now, I mean, if you're a gamer, think about the last game you played. Think about it. Did you truly play it because you wanted to? Or was it just kind of a game that was in your system that you were like, oh, I can pass time, why not? I mean, no offense to the true grinders right now. Some people are obviously grinding away at games that they love. That's fine. But I'm just saying, like, generally, everyone's just kind of in a lull right now because everyone's just super anxious and thirsty for what's about to come. We have the new Battlefield, new Call of Duty Vanguard, new Halo, Far Cry 6, Gotham Knights, Elden Ring, all games that everyone's looking forward to. Meanwhile, where the hell is the news regarding GTA and Elder Scrolls? Hello? I'm personally excited for all of these titles that I just labeled, because I do want to play every single one of these titles, because I've had experience with all these titles and their previous ones, the old Far Cry's, all the Call of Duties, Battlefield, the Arkham games. So I think everybody's just really looking forward to this. So everyone just kind of just doesn't know what to do right now until these games come out. Recently, like, I mean, I got burned out from playing Call of Duty and all these FPS games, so I fall right in there. You know, Warzone crushed my spirit. It makes me feel it. Cold War has broken weapons with every single season, and so even I went back to the classics. For example, I started playing more Battlefield, such as Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 5. You know, I just forgot how good the graphics and the gameplay was in this game. I'm just having so much fun jumping into these, like, you know, more realistic games with less broken attachments, broken guns, meta, blah blah blah. It's just a filthy casual game right now, which I'm there for. And I think I'm gonna ride this out until the new Battlefield comes out, because Battlefield 2042, man, legendary. In addition, I mean, I've also been playing more GTA, which you can see in the previous videos, and I mean, I think that pretty much explains itself. One thing I've been super excited about is that recently I was able to get Modern Warfare 2 on my computer, and I feel like a little 10-year-old again. Memories of dropping into Terminal with the boys, with the interventions in our hands, immediately flooded back, all came back. So I think I'll probably stay playing these older games until the newer games come out. And so, yeah, that's just a little bit about me. I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay here. This was just a little search and destroy action with a few of my friends. Yeah, thank you for listening. As I stated before, if you like what you see in the channel and the videos, please go ahead and drop a like below, share it with your friends, and let me know how you feel in the comments below. You know, I want to have a community. I want to have us talking and sharing each other's thoughts on this. So, thank y'all.
Sniping though, so watch out. He's gonna. On the right side with a Mazel Tov. Oh, the run on the right side. Sniping right side. Cool. Ooh, get outplayed, kid. Damn. Outplayed.
Stop.
But obviously this is fucking clean as shit, so.
No.
Fucking snipers. Pop it, hold on, don't pop it yet. Just wait. Oh, alright, pop it.
He's a I'm sorry. Oh,
Put it on King Dave.
of course it's a stupid tag. No. Someone left that again. Life save. Yeah, I should have saved.
Behind you. One more go stupid. Yes. Yeah. Fucking trash cans.